We are trimming bird toenails. We have Skittles, the macaw. He is a Catalina macaw, and he's wrapped up in a little bird burrito. So he's ready for his nail trim here. So there's a very specific way that you need to wrap birds up to do their nail trims. Find his toes here. If you do it incorrectly, you can actually suffocate the bird because birds don't have lungs like we do, and they have air sacs to breathe. So if you hold them incorrectly, you compress those air sacs in their bodies and they can't get any air. So I'll show you once we're done how I do this, but just understand he is secure, wrapped up in the towel in a correct way, which is called toweling in the bird world, and we're doing nail trims right now. So he's gonna wiggle and he's gonna squirm, but this is not hurting him, and he is perfectly safe and just fine. I don't like to use clippers when I'm doing nail trims because every bird is different and you never know how long their quick is. The quick is the blood part of the toenail, and so I like to use the Dremel, or actually a very quiet nail file, electric nail file like you do at a nail salon. So they're nice and quiet. So if you do hit the quick, it's just barely a little nick. If you do clippers and you cut too short, it's really going to bleed really, really badly. So this is a lot safer, it's a lot quieter, it's a lot less stress for the bird, and not painful for them at all. If you do clippers and do them a little too short, that would definitely be painful. I gotta find his other foot here.
I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes, is that cool?
Yeah, it won't take, I'd say I'm on my last foot.
I'll be right back.
But yeah, it's good. So this is, if you're just joining us, this is Tiki, the Catalina macaw, and he's getting his nails trimmed. He's wrapped up in a very safe way in the towel so that he will not get suffocated. If you towel a bird incorrectly, you can suffocate them because birds do not have lungs like we do. They have air sacs. And if you compress those air sacs, they're not able to expand them and they're not able to breathe. So we do this as quickly as possible, obviously, so it's less stress. We do this in-house at the farm, so that way we don't need to put them in a carrier, which adds more stress, transport them to a vet, etc. All of that adds stress to the bird. So we just do it right here. I've been trimming bird toenails for about 16 years. I used to work at a bird sanctuary. We had over 300 birds, parrots, that I would do toenail trims for, and beak trims also, but their beaks are in really good shape because we provide a lot of wood toys for them to chew on. Good boy, all done. So here's a close-up of Tiki, this is Skittles. He is a Catalina macaw. He did fantastic. What a good boy. What a good boy. So, little reward, you can see he's not stressed. He's toweled, but he's definitely comfortable, and he's not being hurt or injured in any way. Isn't he cute? What a good boy. Okay, so let's see if we can get this on camera here of how we roll him up. I'm gonna let him jump down on the ground or just sit there for a second maybe. He might poop, probably. Yep, there he goes. So there we go, what a good boy. You did such a good job, Skittles. I think he's on, well, I might want to adjust it a little bit. So this is Skittles, our Catalina macaw. If you're just joining us, I just finished up his nail trim. He did a fantastic job. What a good boy. So after they finish up their nail trim, I like to just give them a little breather and let them know that this is not scary, nothing bad's gonna happen. Yes, we toweled him. It was a very quick process, but you can see he's not flying away, he's not running away, scared. And just have him a little breather, let him know that he did very good, and then I'm not here to hurt him. So, you did very good. What a good boy. And let's see if, oh, underneath there in that clear tote, there's walnuts. Let's see if he'll take a walnut.
Just one?
Yep. Let's see. Would you like a walnut? Oh, good boy. So he gets his little treat afterwards. He did so good. So proud of you, Skittles. But his coloring is really beautiful. So a Catalina macaw, you wouldn't see their coloring in the wild. They're actually a cross between a blue and gold macaw, which is a natural color you'd see in the wild, and a green wing macaw, which is, green wing macaw is going to be in Brazil. Blue and gold macaws are kind of everywhere, as South America everywhere, Central America. And the green wing macaw, which would have been one of his parents, is the second largest macaw in the world. The largest macaw is a hyacinth macaw, which they're all blue, about this color blue here. And then they have yellow skin around their beak and eyes, which like bright yellow. And so they're really amazing looking birds, but they're probably about maybe double his size, but he's pretty big as it is. He's definitely one of our big boys. So once he gets done with his treat here, I'll show you how I roll the towel and how you hold them. I'm not gonna towel him again because he's like, well, I thought we were done. But basically you take the towel and you make a big roll out of it, and then you put the roll around their neck because this is the safe place to be able to hold them. They don't have esophagus that you can compress where it would hinder their breathing. Where you don't want to compress them is around their bodies. That's where their air sacs are. So actually holding them around their neck and actually very securely, not from the front necessarily, but from the back, up underneath their jaw, their bottom beak is right where you want to hold them, and they won't be able to adjust their head. So creating that roll in the towel allows you to hold them around their neck without harming them, suffocating them at all, but so they can't turn their heads, and then their bodies are kind of exposed, the rest of their bodies where their air sacs are, so that their bodies and their air sacs can still expand, and they're not restricted in the towel. So when I hold them, I use that roll and I hold them between my knees, so that way that's nice and secure, but then the rest of his body is able to move around. All done? You gonna shake it off?
They want to know, does he talk?
Skittles here, I've not heard him say any words, but Tiki, our other macaw, our scarlet macaw, who's in his enclosure right now, good boy, I know, you're all done, I know, I'll put you back, he does talk, he'll say hello and stuff like that. Could you grab me that perch and then I'll put him, please, bossing you around? Here we go.
I'm gonna flip it,
Yep.
and
Good boy, good boy, you did a good job.
can you stand against that so it's a good background?
Yeah.
Smile like we're gonna make a photo.
Yay!
Is he going in that one? Okay.
Yeah, whoop, back in here. Sorry, I'm all over the place there, Skittles.
Hey, Limloss Hoss, by the way, that's an interesting name. We are in Benton, Tennessee, which is in Ocoee. We're halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville.
Boy. So, yeah, Tiki is our scarlet macaw there. He's bobbing his head. And then on the left-hand side is Skittles, who I just finished up. So they just got both their nail trims done. They're good to go. And so I can show you how you wrap a bird with my bird, because I know how to. He's going to be a lot easier. I'll put it that way. And you are kind of in my way, buddy. Can you go that way? Yeah. Okay. So, hi, Shogun. Come out and say hi. Good boy. So this is my personal bird. This is Shogun, and he just had his nails trimmed actually just the other day, but I'll show you how we actually use the towel, kind of in slow motion here. And sit here right on my leg. Good boy. I know. So he already knows what the towel means. I've actually had Shogun for 16 years, and he will actually let me now do his nails. Come here. Come on. Up. He'll let me do his nails just like this. So you can see he puts his foot right up, and I will do his nails just like this. So he knows the routine. So I don't actually towel him anymore. He's very eager to actually get his nails done. He knows what all of this is. So he's very, very good with that. But he's going to be our little demonstration bird real quick. of how we towel. So just roll it like this, like a little Tootsie Roll, and then put it back around their body like this. Use the roll, scoop them underneath their neck so they're nice and secure. So you can see the only part that I'm holding is just around the neck and the rest of the body is loose. And then roll it just one more, and then you use that roll and you hold it between your knees like that, so the rest of their body is actually loose in here and you can get to their toes really easily, just like that. And then the only part that there's any pressure is just around their neck where that roll is. And then when they get done, good boy, then you can just let them loose. You want to make this process as quick as possible. You don't want to be toweling them for more than what you need to, but as you can see, Shogun has no problem with it. So he's been around the block with nail trims and he does really good. I don't have to towel him anymore. But when I first got him, and before, as we were getting to know each other, and like with these other birds, I'm getting to know them and I'm building trust with them, toweling a bird is a lot safer versus just kind of maybe randomly clipping their toes, hoping you get it right. It'd be safer to towel and use a little nail file Dremel like I did. Go slow or do 1 foot at a time, let them go, and then towel them again maybe later that day, so it doesn't cause them too much stress. But Shogun does very good. Yeah, he's he does good. He knows what the, as you can see, those just tuning in. So he'll lift his little foot up for me so I can trim his nails. It's not on right now, but he knows the routine. So this is no big deal. Yeah, you did so good. Thank you for the demonstration there. Our little demo bird. You did so good. Mwah. And I'm gonna wait until Zachary's not on there to put Shogun back.
All right, y'all. We'll be back later on. Thank you.